You know what? Everybody goes through some changes in life. Some people change for the better, some people change for the worse. But some people need to make that change. You know what I mean? Change is good sometimes.
Welcome back to the Boyzguru's Boys Report. It's been quite a while. Not too much has gone on though. There's that moratorium, so to speak, that's been put into Valley Ranch, and nobody wants to talk. Only Jerry can talk now, and it's interesting because all the talk centers around this guy. Will he stay or will he go? Well, what does the guru think? Well, what do I think? It doesn't really matter what I think, and it doesn't matter what you think, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because Jerry don't care. If he cared about the team and he cared about winning, this guy would be gone. Now, why do I say that? Well, he's 35 years old. If you're in win now mode, which we should be, then yeah, you keep him. But I'm just not sold. If you traded for Roy Williams, and I've always thought that trade was to hedge against a T.O. meltdown. T.O. hasn't melted down, so we need to melt down. And so it's funny because everywhere he's gone, he's produced, and the production's there, but the mental aspect of it and getting into this guy's head, throw me the ball, and more importantly into Garrett's head, kind of takes away from the strengths of the team. The strengths of the team are running the football behind a big line with not one, not two, but three stud running backs. And I'm going to call them studs. I think Choice is a very good back. He has a little Emmett in him. There's just something about him that makes me think Emmett a little bit. Jones is a game breaker. Barber, he needs to be used back on his old way with Julius, and just kind of thunder home wins in the second half of games. But we're here to talk about the receivers, the diva position. I got a couple words for the receiving core. Shut the fuck up, okay? Play football. Roy Williams comes in, and what does he do? He just yaps. Shut up and play. Oh, the Lions, practice harder. Oh, don't, take the heat on the interception, Romo, against Philly in the last game. It wasn't my bad route. Blah, blah, blah. Shut up. Creighton. Preseason talk. Oh, we've learned our lesson from the Giants game. You're the one that friggin' dropped the ball in the first place. That was a sure touchdown that we wouldn't even be having this discussion. Shut up. All of you. Quiet. I think you get rid of T.O., you get rid of that yapping. I don't think Roy Williams, he likes to yap to the press, but I don't think he likes to yap to the quarterback. So I think you put him as the lead receiver. He's limited. What we were trying to do with him is use him like an Alvin Harper on the other side, and quite frankly, he's great at those jump balls. I mean, the best way to use him isn't for like deep dig routes, deep comeback routes, like Michael Irvin used to do. He used to do that push-off move, drive a defender, push up, give him a little push, and then come back to the ball. And the slant route, that was the hallmark. Williams isn't that kind of receiver. Owens is, absolutely. But Williams is not. He's a long strider. Can he be effective? Yes, if he's used the right way. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald is a long strider as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not putting Williams in his class at all. I think Williams is talented, and he's not that talented. But if you can use him similarly, because Williams, just like Fitzgerald, does get the ball at its highest point. He's very effective doing that. Run drag routes with him. They might take a little bit longer, but let him run across the field. I noticed with Detroit, they did that quite a bit. Because he's so big, he gets the ball in his hands, he can break a tackle or two. He's not one of those big wuss receivers. He's a big guy. So I think that's the way you want to use him. Creighton, I think, is best used as a third receiver, but he had 7 touchdowns as a second receiver, 2 seasons ago. So I see him the good thing is he has that ability, but he's better off as a third receiver. I think Austin, give him a chance. We need speed. We need a speed receiver to stretch teams. We had the speed at the running back slot with Felix Jones, and I think our offense was pretty explosive until he left. We need to get a speed guy. There's some rumors of Torrey Holt possibly being let go. I think that kind of guy like him would be ideal. He would be the Yang to Roy Williams' Yang. So a guy like that, maybe even taking a flyer on a Marvin Harrison if Indy lets him go. Maybe he doesn't have the same speed as he used to, but it's probably better than what we currently have on the team. Draft-wise, I haven't, to be honest, I haven't quite seen too many guys that have caught my eye, with the exception of the big ones, Crabtree and Macklin. Nobody's really caught my eye. That Ramsey guy, Ramsey's for Cal Poly, I believe. He's a big guy though. We need the speed guy. I'll be doing a little more draft stuff upcoming. So as far as the receiving core is concerned, the receiving core should be the tight ends. 2 tight ends, Bennett, who's got wide receiver moves, Witten, smash the ball, throw some deep balls to Roy Williams, do some play action drag routes with him, get a second receiver like an Austin on the other side that could stretch the deep and go that way. Have that as the basis of your offense with throwing the ball way too much and letting Romo kind of have too much leeway on that. So that would be where I'd want to go with the receiving position going forward. I think Owens could, it's still, up in the air as to what's going to happen with him. I get a feeling that Jones thinks that a Ray Lewis can keep him in check, and adding him as a free agent is pretty much his solution to the whole T.O. debate. Maybe, maybe not. A 34-year-old linebacker isn't my idea of how you build a team. As talented as Lewis is, I'd rather build the DeMarcus Wares and the Spencers and the Bennetts and build them up. So that's my take there. Going forward, I'm thinking just killing the O-line and QB and running back reviews. Maybe I'll loop them into one in the upcoming sessions. What I really want to focus on is the draft and free agency. The combine's going on right now. What I'm going to do is have another video shortly wrapping up the combine. I have to take a look and see guys where they fit in as to what we're going to do. So the next video is going to be combine specific. I might even do 2 combine videos in the upcoming week or so. So be ready for that. Sorry that it's been so long. That's my take on the receivers. Give me whatever feedback you want to give me on YouTube. I'm happy to hear it. And if you have any suggestions, let me hear it. Besides posting a little more frequently, and we'll go from there. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for being patient. We'll see you again. Peace.
As long as you don't put too much on it.